Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Standard Grind. And today we have some really crazy stuff that happened. We got the Tarkir Dragonstorm spoilers. I know the room is a mess. I'm a mess. We're still recovering from the weekend. However, we're gonna have a good time playing some Standard. Make sure that works. Perfect. Share my screen. I'm thinking the first thing we should do, just go over some of these Tarkir. Wow. Tarkir Dragonstorm spoilers. I think the first thing that I really want to talk about is I've made some YouTube shorts on these. The couple cards I really want to talk about are Dracogenesis. So this is a 8 mana, 6 colorless, and 2 red enchantment. You may cast dragon spells without paying their mana cost. Really easy. It's just Rooftop Storm for dragons. There's a ley line in standard right now that allows you to change the creature type of all creatures you control to a creature type of your choice. So you could just make all your creatures dragons. They put Critterhoof back in standard, which makes me so happy because the last time that it was in standard was when I first started playing Magic in Return to Ravnica. It was right after Avacyn restored an M13, and so really, of course, at 2013, it was really cool to see this stuff happen. And Ugin, Eye of the Storms, 7 mana, 7 loyalty. Whenever you cast this spell, exile up to 1 target permanent that's one or more colors. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, exile up to 1 target permanent that's one or more colors. So if you cast affinity cards for free, like any Devoid cards, other Eldrazi, I'm thinking like Moxen or like Mishra's Baubles, right? You just exile things. Then you get to the other abilities. +2 to gain 3 life and draw a card. So kind of a buffer on the loyalty, buffer on your life, and you get to refill your hand a little bit. Replaces itself immediately. 0s to make 3 colorless mana. So you could theoretically have double Utter End. You could just go like exile target non-land permanent, exile target non-land permanent if you cast like a Manolith or something, worst case scenario. And then -11, search your library for any number of colorless non-land cards, exile them, then shuffle. Until the end of the turn, you may cast those cards without paying their mana cost. You just grab like all your Eldrazi and you just win. These cards are so insane. A couple other really cool cards. Oh, it's not cooperating. I'm gonna refresh the page. So I think Frostcliff Siege is kind of insane. Let me see if I can just zoom in a little bit. Yes. Jeskai is whenever one or more creatures combat damage to a player, draw a card. And Temur is creatures you control get +1/+0 haste. Giving for 3 mana, giving all your creatures haste and +1/+0, that would have been good enough. I would have already been considering this for goblins. Trample and haste means that this card is potentially ridiculously busted. These dragons are also very busted. Arendi's Song Unending is 8 mana for a 10/10. Flying, protection from white and black. When it enters, it deals X damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers your opponents control, where X is the number of lands you control. It just reminds me of Maelstrom Wanderer. It's different, right? But it's just so powerful. Bellator, Kin to All is 5 mana for a 5/7 flying. Beginning of your own step, if creatures you control have total toughness 10 or greater, draw a card. And this starts at 7, so you just need 3 other toughness to immediately draw a card. Then, if creatures you control have toughness 20 or greater, untap each creature you control. Then, if creatures you control have total toughness 40 or greater, each opponent loses half their life rounded up. So, Toughness Matters Legend, kind of cool in standard. Nerev, Heart of the Storm, 4 mana, 4/5 flyer. If a creature you control that entered this turn would deal damage, deals twice as much damage instead. I'm thinking like you go like 4 colors. You go Frostcliff Siege into Nerev, immediately attack for 10 in the air. That seems pretty strong. Elspeth is one of the cards that's just like insane. Elspeth Stormslayer is 5 mana, Planeswalker. 5 loyalty. 4 more tokens will be created under your control. Create twice that many of those tokens instead. So it's your anointed procession on a planeswalker, and then it makes tokens on its uptick. So it makes 1, which gets doubled to 2. You can 0 to just, if you have a board, make it all jump and then lethal in the air. Because you put a counter on each creature you control, and those creatures gain flying until your next turn. Even if you don't need to attack, they can block. And -3 is destroy target creature your opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. So you can just blow up their most important thing. It's pretty awesome. All Out Assault, 5 mana. Creatures you control get +1/+1 on death touch. When it enters, you get an extra combat and extra main phase. Besides that, because it gives like mono red gets this effect. Like every color gets access to this effect if they just play generic. Really cool styling on these cards. Omens, you cast the omen side of the effect, and then you shuffle after you cast this. So you'll draw 3, then discard. Then you'll shuffle this card into its owner's library, and then when you draw it later, you can either cast it the 6 mana side or cast its omen side again. Voice of Victory is something I'm really excited to hear my brother talk about. He's a humans player, and I think this card is gonna be really busted with like a Lord or anything like that. Harmonize is a really interesting keyword. It's basically flashback from your graveyard. But you can tap creatures to make it cost less, equal to the tapped creature's power. Tiagam is really cool because you get to copy your spells and then like they get suspended, and then you get like extra value off of them. Also a really cool way to make tokens. Oh, something really cool is if you make creatures, cast a creature spell, right? You like cast a free spell or a cantrip, then you cast a creature. The creature that you make is, so I'll just read it. 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. The copy you create, if it's a creature, will become a token. And Elspeth says, if one or more tokens will be carried under your control, create twice that many of those tokens instead. So you can like make it double. You can make extra doubling seasons. You can make extra. Oh, it can get crazy. So I could definitely see a Bant deck that just is built around that. Besides that, just a bunch of like really cool designs, a lot of really cool stuff coming in the works. Oh yeah, so 5 mana, 6/6 flying lifelink spells you cast have delve. Whenever you lose life, it goes mana value. Super awesome design. Besides that, we got a goblin, which shows us that we might have some playable goblins. 3 goblins that I'm hoping are in this set, right? Like I'll take any of these 3. I would love Chainwhirler, I would love Rabblemaster, and if you had to pick one other goblin, give me Chieftain. Why not? Shock, flashback for 7, but it's sorcery speed. Temur Battlecrier. This is a card that I'm thinking about building with. 3 mana, 4/3. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature controlled power 4 or greater. So with like Dawnmaker's Shop, you can make like creatures you control have power and tokens equal to the number of creatures you control. So if you have a bunch of 1/1s, like let's say you have 8 1/1s, all your spells cost 1 less to cast. And then every colorless spell that you have with CMC 8 or less, you can just cast for free. It seems really busted. But yeah, those are like the basic spoilers. I'm going to do a whole video with my brother soon. But for now, we're just going to jump into the standard grind. One day we'll do a draft. We'll figure out when, and we'll find time to do a draft. But for now, we're grinding standard. I love standard. Best of 3. Testing out the sideboard. Thank y'all for watching. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, this hand looks great. Gotta draw land, but that's fine. Lead it off with the Bastronaut. Play a blocker on 2. Don't play the land drop, just swing. Play the Sears Laser. Now they exile it, and that's fine. We go Scamp plus Firebrand. That way, even if we don't draw our land, we can still push as much pressure as we can. Okay, Bat takes a Painter Studio. Land's really good. We can go flip 2 cards. That's our land for next turn. Poke the Deep Cavern Bat, attack for 2. Don't sack, pass it over. Another bat. Looking at my hand again. Cards haven't changed. Takes the Krenko now that they know that I have the lands for it. I'm gonna play the Dropkick Bomber so I don't lose out on it. Swing in with my 2 2/2s. Max speed. I would not sack it because I get to kill you with it next turn. Yeah, I think I can kill you from this. So we go Squee. Unlock this door. And now the Scamp can throw itself to do double damage. Kills the Lord, but I still have the other Lord. I guess it's only 2, so I'm not going to sack it. GG's. Okay, game 2. Guessing it's like mono black control. I don't think we board against mono black. We definitely don't bring in Sunspine Lynx. Screaming Nemesis doesn't make sense because we're going to try to go wide. They have a lot of like single spot removal, so bringing in a single powerful threat isn't good. Screaming Nemesis is better against a deck that has a bunch of board wipes, which deals with the fact that I go wide. I need to sleep more. I hope you take care of yourself. Get sleep. Drink some water. Hydrate. You deserve it. And a mulligan. Better. Bottom. The 4. Yeah, I should have bought him the land, but you can't. You can never be too careful. Ping. So we're just gonna try to like use the card advantage engines to our advantage. Yes, now we play the Horde Master because if they board wipe and we draw land, we can just unlock the other room and then attack with a squee. Edict, ping you. Murder. Okay, no death trigger. Soulstone. Attack? They are very confident that they're the aggressor, which makes almost no sense. They wouldn't board wipe now because they have a land activated. Swinging for 2. I'll take it. I can definitely raise. Even with that, I can still raise. Give me a land. Okay, fine. I'll take the Lord. Three. Kill it. Play a Seer Slicer. Pass it over. Seer Slicer is so powerful. No blocks. You can go to max speed. That's fine. So now if we go, this has double strike. If I play Dropkick Bomber, it's a 4/4 with double strike that I can jump. But I think I want to do that next turn. So what I do here is I go squee. Combat. Astronaut's dumb. It's a 3-1 double strike. Trade with the squee. Can't do that one. Take 9. Go to 4. Second main, play a Bastronaut. Show me the board wipe. GG's. Well played. Okay, well, that was number 1. Mono black. We don't really see a lot of mono black, so it's kind of like the warm-up. Deep breath. Reset. Let's run it back. Probably do... Talked about spoilers in the beginning, so we're probably going to do a little shorter one today. Maybe 3 more rounds of standard and then 4 more rounds of brawl. Let's do it like that. Got a good 8-round. Got a good 8-round grind in. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Day, night, wherever you are around the world. Appreciate you dropping in. Yeah, sometimes I feel bad that I don't talk so much when I stream, because I stream at midnight and my brain's usually dying. Okay. I think we bottomed the Lord. No, it's got to be the Howl Squad, right? They go to 5. This has to be mice. Interesting. We're both going to be missing land drops, but I'm going to be smacking. Exile target attacking creature. Yep. This deck is really good. We're going to try. I mean, that's like the best one. Draws them 2 cards and gives them a land. I guess we can throw a Lord in there. Yep. We knew it was coming. Now we go Goblin. Immediately start tapping this Krenko. Gain them 1 billion life, but if they don't have the second Sunfall, we win. Oof. That's not good. That's really bad. Yeah, because now they're attacking for 10 each turn, and my blockers will enter tapped. Everything I'm going to play will enter tapped, so I'm going to concede. Sideboard's better for us. Cut the Painter Studios, too aggressive. Tremokrenko. It's really, really bad against authority. Yeah, I mean, they had a pretty good 5 against us. Land, beans, rides, and authority is pretty good. This hand's much better. 1 land makes this hand perfect. Rides in. No Elspeth tonight. We're missing our land drops, but that's fine. Now they rides end. Temporary lockdown. Just go to combat. Exile my lord. Yep. Play a dude. Make a dude. Pass it over. Easily our worst matchup. It's just so... Their deck is so good at what it does. And my deck's really good at missing land drops. It's okay. The deck's mad at me because I did so poorly at the energy. Wrath is good. Well, stand up. Get the blood flowing to my legs. Take a couple deep breaths. Yeah, I'll concede. Opponent's got 7 lands next turn. When they play the land drop, they get a 6/5 for free if they do nothing. And I already have to play through a Sunfall, and I'm down a billion lands. Good game. Maybe a Spell Pierce or a Duress. Some kind of sideboard tech would be nice. The issue is then we have to try to find like our lands that only tap for that color. Like in this situation where we add a Duress or a Spell Pierce, we also have to hope to have our fixing lands and the sideboard cards in our hand. And the deck's mostly mountains, so I feel like we should just race. But that could be very wrong. If I draw land, I'm pretty happy. Oh, I'm so dead. Our fairy hero, okay. No blocks from me, sir. Ma'am. Thank you. Shoot my guy? No. That's a land. Just the one. Poking in for one. Would you like to trade? No? That's fine. I'll get the guy back at the end step anyways. Double pump spell. Here we go. Take it away. Invigorate and scale up for size. Overprotect. That's what I meant. I meant overprotect, yes. Well played. Okay. Well, I have the Torch the Towers and those Stalkers Frenzies. Taking out the Painter Studios because they can't block. And that's it. Nemesis isn't good because Trample's very interesting. Magic is Richard Garfield intended. This is not the greatest hand. But this scamp can theoretically kill another scamp or a mouse. The issue is if they lead on Torch the Tower. Okay, that's something. We poke. This is our game. I would like to kill the scamp because it's the easiest way for you to kill me. Make another body. I'll slam this Krenko next turn. Oh. Plot something. So this is 3, 6, 9. Plus 4 is 13 if I just play another Lord. Caravan Goblin. Play the drop kick. Attack with everything. Pass it over. I can still jump this 3/3. Monstrous Rage. No? Okay. I mean, I'm really lucky they didn't have another pump spell. Could have easily won there. Yeah. Okay. I think we just do that again. That was probably a risky keep that the scamp allowed us to win with, because we were able to just barely use it as a offensive tool. If that scamp wasn't there, I think we probably can't do that. Oh, this hand is so bad. It's taking a mulligan. This hand's a lot better. It has a scamp into a lord line again. Probably bottom the other lord. So they have overprotect up. And in response, I'll torch it. And now second main, I'll play this Bastronaut. I don't get the speed, but I wanted to make them use the Snakeskin Veil there and get rid of that creature. Now I can take my time building up and presenting pressure. Because once I can get this dropkick and this Howl Squad into play, the game goes downhill pretty fast. Questing Druid's fine. Just do it just to get the token and the counter. But it can't block. No blocks. Pump it, go crazy. Ooh, baby. Think it's happening. Play the Howl Squad first. Because it's an extra body. I'm just going to attack with one Bastronaut. Wait, no. Just one Bastronaut. Ambush Viper. Nope. 2 lands, that's fine. Now this Bastronaut's going to have double strike on defense. Mm-hmm. I really want them to attack. Like, there's a spell that doubles your power. Okay, they just concede. GG. I'm trying to think about like what they could cast here that would beat me. All right, one more match, and then we're jumping over to the Adventures of General Kriat as we wind down for the night. Oh. The grind must continue. I'm so excited about the Tarkir Dragonstorm spoilers. They're super cool. Should have that video going up tomorrow morning on the ones that we already have out already. Sand looks great. Trying something different this time. I can go double Lord next turn. That's fine. I think you're dead. I'm not sure, but I think you're dead. Oh, I needed to shoot their face. Damn it. Yeah, if I shot their face. Oh, it's exactly lethal. Beautiful. That makes me happy. All right. Game 2. Mono white caretakers. Bringing in the stuff. Taking out the slow stuff. Actually, Sunspell Links doesn't do anything against them. Because, yeah. They only play basics. The goblins be on the hunt. All right. Definitely not keeping that one. Sand's okay. It's not good. It's okay. Yeah. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Isn't it ironic? Okay. We can play through this. So we play the scam. Combat, they gain a life. Yeah, so then blocking with the Enduring Innocence shows us that they have the Sunfall. Or at least that they're digging for it, because now they won't lose their Enduring Innocence when they Sunfall. Sunfall. Okay. Beza basically kills me at this point. They're able to be more aggressive than I can be. Let's try it like this. Oh. All right. Last game of the night. Ooh. Before we jump over to some Brawl, slam some water. We gotta go fast. Speed racer. Sure. Authority. Yeah. It's gonna make this game really hard. Mm-hmm. Lord. Perfect. Swing for 2. Put you back to 20. No lands here. Go to combat. Attack. They can crack. Game 3. Scry. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. We hit a land that makes me so happy. So now I can play both these. There's one sunfall. Okay, they get lost. That's fine. We have another Cranko. Draw the land we need. Draw land for next turn. Pass it over. They don't even flip the 5/5. They sack the 5/5 to dig. To draw the Devote Decree. Okay. Probably topping a Sunfall. Because that's what they look for. Play the House Squad. Play the Squee. Combat guy. Gain on my life. Pass it over. Watch them slam the Sunfall. No? Okay. Beza. That's what it was. Beza's really good. Attack triggers. 10. Yeah, not trying to kill my Squee with the fish means it's Sunfall for sure. In that case, I'm going to hold these other 2 cards in my hand. Okay. So we only have 1 Lord. I think we just push. And now I can go Squee. Sear Slicer. Scamp. And if they Sunfall, they Sunfall. We lose either way. Authority of the Consuls makes me die. Split up works too. Split up plus authority is a combo. It's a pretty easy way to win. GG's, opponent, well played. Yeah, authority just takes my hyper aggressive, go wide and fast deck and just completely shuts it down. Why'd they have to put it in foundations? Was it supposed to help with gruel mice? I don't even know if it's good against mice. It's good against me though. But that's the beautiful thing about Magic. If you don't like playing against goblins, there's specific cards that just like destroy them. All right, now let's do something silly and brawl for a couple